Hey, what's up, everybody? Captain Chip, another fantastic video. Woo. We are going to be doing some Cringypastas. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. You know what it's about, my boys. So the first one is called Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies. Hello, Internet. I want to share something with you that will probably disturb me for the rest of my life. I've not been able to tell anyone else who I know in real life as they don't believe me and usually call me crazy. It all started a week ago. It was a normal Monday for me. I got up, took a shower, got ready, and headed out for college. The day went by slowly, and when college had finished, I called the bus back home. As I got to my house, however, one of my friends, Tom, was standing outside of my door. This was unusual, as he very rarely came to my house. I would usually just chill with him and go somewhere rather than come back to my house with him. Goddamn, I got this Jam Monster Blueberry and this Cookie King Dunk or DVNK Dvink, whatever the fuck. And it's graham cracker cookie dunk with vanilla frosting. The other one is jam, butter, and toast flavor from Jam Monster. The super savory when they can destroy your coil fast. God damn, are they worth it? Anyway, I'm just in the stupid mood today. Anyway, as I walked up to him, he turned to face me. He looked scared, as if he'd seen a ghost or something. He ran up to me and handed me an object. I looked down at the object. Man, if somebody ran up to me and just handed me an object, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Matter of fact, if somebody ran after me, I'd just fucking hip toss the shit out of them. I looked down at the object that he had just given to me, and it turned out to be a video game. Call of Duty Black Ops, to be precise. I wasn't really a Call of Duty fan, so I'd never really played any of the games in the series before. I looked at him with a confused look. Tom, 2 questions. Number 1. Why are you waiting outside my house and why did you give me this? I told you that I've never played Call of Duty before. Yeah, why the fuck is he waiting outside of your house, dude? I would have been like, get the fuck out. Listen, Brandon Davis, I don't know if you know who that is, but like, he was a friend of mine and he would wait outside of my house and in a realistic outcome when somebody comes to your house uninvited, you beat their ass, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? Either that or you get, or you, if you really aren't trying to do that shit, tell them to get the fuck out or there's gonna be a problem. So I don't know why he didn't do that. Before I could get an answer from him, he shoved me out of the way and ran away. What? I ran after him and noticed that he was running to his house. He only lived about 2 minutes down the road, so I knew the path to his house. I continued to run after him, shouting, "Tom! What the hell is up with you?" Eventually, he reached his house with me. He finally reached his house with me, trying to catch up to him. Ah, big fart. As soon as I made it to his door, he slammed the door in my face. I tried to open it. Why the fuck is it that every time, 2 things, that they always act like, oh my god, it was a fucking game, it was so spooked, and they act like they're tweakers? And 2, why can't they destroy the disc? Why do they have to hand it to their friends? This shit's retarded right here. God damn, I found a golden gem of badness. Of course he locked it. The fuck is up with him? Dude, I'd break down his door and be like, buddy boy. I banged on his door for what seemed like hours, but after a while, I figured that he wasn't going to unlock the door, so I made my way back home. Well, that's way to be out for the day. I'm going to have to talk to him tomorrow. I would fucking call his parents and be like, dude, your son's on something. He's tweaking out. He's fucking standing at my doorway waiting for me to get off school, pushing me out of the way, handing me a fucking game, screaming and running to his house, slamming his door and locking it. A Cringypasta.
Oh.
It's a good one.
It's a good Cringypasta?
Yeah. What the hell am I going to do with this? It's not like I asked to lend this. I might just leave it for now. I don't particularly feel like playing that Xbox yet anyway. When I got home, I walked in my living room and turned my TV on. I put the game down on my settee. Couch for you Americans reading this. Oh, fuck off. And sat in my chair. After a few hours of watching TV, I got bored and decided to turn on my Xbox.
What? Whoops.
As it booted up and brought me to the dashboard, a thought came across my mind. What should I play? I looked over to my settee. Couch. Couch. If you're going to say that's a couch, why not just put couch, you fucking cunt, you. And saw the game that Tom had handed me earlier. I went over to it, picked it up, opened the case, and put the disc in my Xbox. I might as well try this out, see if it works and whatnot. Even if I'm not at all interested in Call of Duty, it is a game and I've never actually played it before, so. My thoughts came to an end when a loud sound came from my TV. I jumped and looked at my screen. The sound came from the main menu booting up. I was in a room with TVs on my right and a TV on my left. Okay, yeah, I've had loud sounds, but I don't fucking jump from a booted up sound. You're a pussy already, bruh. The TV on the left had options such as campaign, multiplayer, ting tong bong, zombies, and options. God damn, I'm just fucking acting mental today. I think this is wearing off on me. Zombies, huh? Sounds better than campaign or multiplayer, I guess. Might as well try this here. Because I'm fucking mental, bro.
I can tell. You're more mental than I am right now.
I know, I know.
And I'm dropping shit. So that's it.
I clicked on the zombies option and the room changed to yellowish color. I also noticed that a guy behind the window who I didn't notice beforehand was smacking on the window, trying to break through. How did I not see him when I was on the main menu? My eyesight must be darnedly worse than I thought. Either that, I just sure wasn't diggly long looking properly. Paying no attention to this, I clicked through the various menus and saw a map called Keener to Turton. I clicked on it and eventually it found a lobby with 3 other players. The match eventually started and I spawned in what seemed a run-down building. While the other players ran off in different directions, I searched around in my suffering. I searched around this room and noticed that all the 3 other players were standing next to a barrier of some sort. Okay, so first of all, you got a supposedly haunted or glitch game, whatever, and you're saying it just happened with these other players, that you just happened to join 3 other players that had the same glitch game? How does that make sense? You have really bad luck or really good luck, depending on how you see it, buddy boy. Is this where the zombies spawn? After realizing that they did in fact spawn behind the barriers, I found one that wasn't occupied by one of the players. I stood behind it and eventually the zombies started coming towards the barrier. I only had a pistol and so did everyone else, it seems. So I guess that I couldn't do a whole lot of damage just yet. After killing a few zombies that tried to break through the barrier, I heard a scream behind me. There are scream sound effects in this game? Huh. You know, most people usually watch like a little bit of a fucking game before they play it. I don't know if you did it or not, or if you're just fucking oblivious, or your friends never your friends never talked to you about it in school. You never heard anybody talking about like, oh, look at Call of Duty, you can do this and that. How the fuck do you know nothing about the game? It's a worldwide phenomenon, dude, and it's super fucking popular. It's so unlikely.
It, but you know what I mean.
I get what you're saying, but this cheeky cunt is saying that he's never heard of the game, never played it, nothing. He doesn't know jack diddly squat. Or diddly, whatever. I'm losing my mind already, okay? It's just hard to believe that you don't know one thing about Call of Duty. Not one thing. Do you know that's a first-person shooter? Do you know that you use guns? I'm just nitpicking, man. Maybe you don't know nothing. Maybe you live under a fucking rock. I ran towards the sound and saw that player was getting mauled by a bunch of zombies. What confused me here, though, is the fact that the player's character was looking towards me with a realistic look on his face. He had a terrified expression mixed with a look.
Realistic or hyper-realistic drinking game.
Oh, you get drunk.
Or just like some sort of game. Like
you got death wish with the alcohol.
Not all your viewers can probably drink alcohol. I'm pretty sure they all do.
For every hyper-realistic or realistic, put a bullet through your head. You'll be dead in 10 minutes.
No, for every hyper-realistic or realistic, just smash that like button. No.
Yeah, smash that like button! Smash it! I'm gonna be one of those YouTubers who ask for it every 10 minutes. By the way, Markiplier, Yeah, I know you'll never see my video, but for those of you who watch Markiplier, I do not like what you're doing lately. Stop asking for likes every 10 minutes. You're 20 million subscribers. I love you, man. You're awesome, but come on. Stop that shit. You are practically begging. You're not a hobo. You don't need to be like, spare likes. Spare likes. Anybody got some likes? He had a terrible. But yeah, no, I agree. I'm just saying, man. Or guava juice. Fuck that dude. I love Markiplier, but fuck guava juice. I don't even mind when people put like a text that constantly has it up here, like with a like, you know, like if you got subscriber like and you just want to put it up throughout the whole video, that's fine. Put it in a corner or something, you know, or maybe put it for like maybe a minute or two and just leave it there, and then at the end of the video, that's cool. But don't keep asking for it. Your job is, it just makes it seem like you don't appreciate the subscribers from my viewpoint. It makes it seem like you only see them as big number signs, big dollars. And another thing, before I keep going, I'm sorry, but I have to say this. If you don't respond to your community ever, fuck you, dude. Your community is what made you. Respond, talk to your subscribers, talk to your people, interact with them, because they are the fucking pillars. Mark does, obviously. I'm not talking about Mark. I'm talking about quite a bit of YouTubers, though. Quite a bit of them.
I don't seem to, if I get any notifications or comments on my videos, I don't get notifications for them.
I always go to my videos, my latest video, and I'll check every couple days, or
Yeah, that's what I do.
you know, and check back if I don't get notifications. Yeah. But I agree, it is hard to find it. I don't like the YouTube the way they got set right now. They have 2 sections. One for your channel and one for other channels. What?
What?
That seemed like he had a terrified expression mixed with a look that seemed like he was pleading to me. Vomited a little bit from this cringe. I ran towards the zombies, shooting them as I got closer, but it did almost next to no damage. Buy a better gun. Before I could get really close to him, the zombies started ripping into him and eating him alive. They even have death animations where the character gets eaten? I should have played this ages ago. This is awesome. I soon heard the character shout to me, "Help me!" Wow, they really went all out on this game, I thought to myself. Ignore. Motherfucker, I am recording. Caleb. When I managed to actually kill all the zombies around the player, he was gone. All that was left were bones and a very realistic mangled head. Gore does not equal horror, just so you know. Let me say it for the people in the back louder. Gore does not equal scary. All that were left were bones and a very realistic mangled head. That creeped me out a bit. For one, I had never seen a game this realistic. Especially the faces on the characters when they were getting eaten alive.
Okay, so let me pause you for a second. Okay. So I heard this in another video. I'm going to carry it to this video so I can get it to as many people as possible. The more you push gore and the word realistic and scary, it's not going to make it scary. It's not going to make it any better. It's actually going to make it worse. So you might want to tone down on that shit, because the more you push it, the worse your story gets.
Yeah, buddy boys. It read, "Hey man, what are you up to?" Oh wait, oops, I skipped a whole paragraph. Not that you guys really care, this story's garbage. The game apparently progressed through rounds. Round 1 had finished when I received a text from one of my other friends. Dave, what, you tell me zombies on round 1 barely got any damage to them? Dude, you can knife them once. What the fuck are you talking about?
Wait, what did you say?
It read, "Hey man, what are you up to?" I looked around and made sure that there were no zombies there. When I was content that I wasn't going to get killed, I picked up my phone and replied to his message. "Nothing much, dude. Tom was outside my house today, handing me a game for the Xbox 360, Call of Duty Black Ops. What was really odd though is how he looked and acted. He looked terrified, and as soon as he handed me the game, he ran home. I followed him, but he locked his darn diddly door and wouldn't open that door. Gosh damn it. I admit, it creeped me out quite a bit. He's never done anything like that, and I don't see why he would. Anyway, I'm playing the game now, and I gotta admit, it's freaking realistic. I'm on a zombies match with 3 other players.
That every time he says realistic. Realistic.
One of them died, and the characters did a really, really realistic animation while the zombies were eating him alive. He even screamed, looking towards me, and shouted, "Help me!" I really should have bought this game ages ago! After finally seeing the text. I am fucking mentally retarded, dude. I heard 2 screams on my TV. I put my focus back on the game and saw that the other 2 players were getting eaten on as well. They both looked towards me and screamed different things. One of them shouted, "Why are you helping?" While the other one shouted, "I hate you! I hope you run in hell with me!" Yeah, real edgy.
Burn in hell with me?
I hope you rot in hell with me.
What, really?
That was when I started to get a bit weirded out. A game can't be this realistic, can it? I've been surprised at how realistic it had been so far. But now, I was getting creeped out. Especially when I get here, when I get here, the 2 players scream. Especially when I get here, the 2 players screaming. The screaming was the most realistic screams I had ever heard in a game. Even more realistic than the scream I had heard when the first player died.
What was it, Miller?
More.
Oh, what?
I got a text and decided to read it. You know, you can proofread. Listen, if you don't even want to read your story a second time, what the fuck makes you think other people are going to want to read your story if you can't proofread it? Yes, baby. I got a text and decided to read it. I checked the game and noticed that the zombies were still eating the other 2 players and weren't paying any attention to me whatsoever. So I decided to quickly look at the text I had received. It was from Dave again. "Dude, what the hell are you talking about? I have that game, and I've played a lot of zombies. It's never been that realistic, not even in the new maps. There is no animation where the player gets eaten alive. They don't look towards you and scream, 'Help me!' either. All the zombies do is hit you 2 times, and you go down. You can only get revived by another player. So, you either got a really well done hacked version, or you're bullshitting me." I looked at the text in confusion. The hell is he talking about? It can't be hacked. Thomas told me that he bought it from Game. GameStop? Gamefly? No, just Game in all caps. I doubt that they sell hacked copies of games. Okay, so if
you
it's...
can't use GameStop and you can't use Call of Duty.
Right? So, okay, you should have put the pieces together, motherfucker. Here's the thing. If it's not hacked, and you know that, then it must be a spooky ghost monster, which is still pretty stupid for a video game, okay? And Tom ran out like a fucking tweaker banshee, so you should have been like, okay, let's go call the cops on Tom real quick,
Okay, so
and let's break this disc.
let me insert this too. I know it's reaching, but I'm gonna reach for now because I actually haven't heard this story. So we're gonna do a little bit of nonsensical reaching with this, I'm gonna say. You know what, maybe it's a vengeful ghost that's, you know, possessing the disc. We're gonna put that out there because I'm trying to be optimistic here. But, I even have my doubts about this
How fucking
shit.
stupid does that sound, though?
I know.
God damn, man. Why would a ghost haunt a fucking video game of all
Who
things?
fucking knows?
Oh, I don't believe in games. Shooting games cause murderers! Before I could even click on reply, I heard yet another scream from the TV. I looked and jumped at what I saw. There was a zombie who had his face right up to my screen. And when I say that, I mean literally an inch away. What? It looked like if I reached out to the TV, I could probably touch it. It was also the most realistic zombie that I had ever seen. I've seen a few zombie films before, and this zombie beat all of them out of the water with its appearance.
How the fuck do you know that a zombie face is realistic when you don't even know what a zombie face actually looks like?
He doesn't even know what the game is.
If we're being realistic here, as he wants to say, how do you know? How do you know what an actual zombie is gonna look like? Because it's never fucking happened. Sure, It's like a 0.001 chance of it happening, and it could actually happen, but god damn it, it hasn't fucking happened. So how do you fucking know?
I could understand if he's been like, I work at a morgue and I've seen decaying faces and stuff, unfortunately, from those attacks.
How do we know this is what zombies gonna look like? Because there have been zombie things where, that's what my nightmare was.
Well, in this traditional...
They don't even look like they're decaying.
Well, in this traditional sense, it's, you know, I'm living dead, so maybe he could have explained away doing that. But, you know, that's too easy. You can't explain away this shit. You just know. You're just a hacker man expert. I could see its skull and its brain barely hang out. Gore does not equal scary. There were only black empty sockets where the eyes should have been. The flesh on its mouth had been ripped off so you could see the entire front of its jaw. You know what I'm going to say already, buddy. The next thing it did scared me intensely. Man, you are a big fat pussy. You get scared of everything.
But you push more Gore, it doesn't make it scary.
It grinned. It grinned at me. As in, literally at me. It looked as if it could see through the screen. It spoke. Are you going to enjoy this? Its voice was low, not demonic. Oh, hold on. Let me do that again. I am going to enjoy this. Its voice was low, not demonic or anything like that. Just a low male voice. Although, there was something that made its voice sound a lot creepier than any male's voice. It had a soothing tone to it. Before I could do anything, the zombie stabbed its fingers into what I presumed my character's eyes. I only guessed that as the fingers looked as if they touched my screen and the screen went black. There was still sound, just no video. I could hear moans and then I heard something being snapped. Then more snap sounds. I guess that was the game that was still running. Just with no video. I didn't even want to think what the zombies were doing to my player. They were molesting him, buddy boy. Then I heard what sounded like someone eating something.
Oh, baby.
I nearly puked at the thoughts coming into my head. I ejected.
You're welcome for your new sound effects, guys.
Wow, 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 wow.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow, chicka, wow.
What's that one love song? Oh, never mind. I ejected the disc with lightning fast speed and put it back in its case. I ran over to Tom's house and knocked on his door. Still, no reply. I put the game down on his doorstep, hoping that he would find it when he came out of his house. You can have that game. I never want to see that thing again. That thing again. Pretty thing, hit that thing. The day went by normally. However, when I went to sleep, I had a nightmare which included the zombie what I saw in the game. It was eating me alive. Oh my god. Gore. Why? It's a gore fest. Realistic gore fest. I could feel everything.
Think that gore equals scary.
Every bite, every scratch, everything. I woke up screaming and sweating like a madman. I was relieved that it was just a dream, but it felt so realistic. I've been having this same nightmare every night for the past week. And when I've woken up in the middle of the night, I swear that I can see someone standing at the foot of my bed. But when I rub my eyes, the mysterious figure is gone. I honestly don't know what to do. Obviously, I knew that I might have some nightmares. The experience has showed me a lot. But the same exact nightmare for an entire week, which involves me feeling the exact same pain as a zombie eats me. And when I wake up, I see a mysterious figure standing at the edge of my bed. Something is wrong with me. I really need to get some help. Thanks for reading, guys. Let's just hope this doesn't happen again tonight. Okay.
Okay, so...
What did you think? What do you think?
Hold on, so that they can hear this. Boy! No! Okay, so I'm gonna be real nitpicky here on the end. So motherfucker, you can have the same nightmare every day for a week. Trust me, I have night terrors, so no, something's not wrong with you. I mean, I guess in a way it is. But you need to go see a psychologist about that to see what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That's how real life works.
He just sounds like a big fat pussy. You got scared on a fucking game, dude. What the fuck's wrong with you? Okay.
I mean, some games have scared me before.
But like this? He thinks the game's haunting him? Okay. So, and the mysterious figure, the first time I saw that, I would have got up and looked at everything, not go back to bed 7 nights in a row. I'd be like, Mom! Dad! What the fuck is going on? Call the cops.
Due to my night terrors, I wouldn't.
If I saw a mysterious figure lying at the edge of my bed 7 nights in a row, okay, maybe you can say you were fucking sleep paralysis the first night. But 7 nights, and then you're saying, I just hope it doesn't show up tonight. Oh, fuck it. Oh, fuck it. Let's go back to bed. Let's risk it. I'm a gambling man. Dude, fuck you.
Night terrors are about them. Like, okay, so in his case, I know I'm not justifying any of this story, because that story was bullshit. Sorry, but I can't help you there. But, okay, so I have night terrors where they're so realistic. I think that there's, you know, stuff like that happens to me. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh shit. But, so the rubbing your eyes thing could have actually been him actually waking up, if that makes any sense. But,
sleep paralysis and
story,
stuff.
hold on, with this story, all of this is bullshit. All of that went out the window. There is no justifying this.
Sleep paralysis is where you can't move. So the fact that he could move instantly when he woke up, rubs his eyes, tells me that there's somebody in his house and anybody can know that. Okay, end of this. I am not talking about this story anymore.
Shame.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Like.